Did you know nearly half of older adults have at least one digestive complaint? It's true about 40% of seniors experience issues like heartburn, bloating, or constipation. As we grow older, our digestive system tends to slow down and becomes a little more sensitive. This means that some foods that didn't bother us in the past may start causing discomfort now. But don't worry. In this guide, we'll explore 7 types of foods that seniors should avoid for better digestion. Plus, we'll suggest delicious alternatives to help you keep enjoying your meals without any tummy troubles. By making a few simple changes, you can still savor your food without any issues. Before we dive into the list, let's take a moment to understand why digestion can become more challenging as we age. It's completely natural the digestive system slows down and our bodies produce fewer digestive enzymes. As a result, some foods aren't broken down as easily, which can lead to issues like gas or heartburn. Plus, medications or common health conditions in older age can also impact digestion. The good news is, by identifying which foods can cause trouble, you can avoid unnecessary discomfort. Our aim is to help you feel your best after meals, without feeling bloated or reaching for the antacids. So, let's get started with the 7 foods to avoid and explore some better options for your digestion and overall well-being. Number 1, fried and fatty foods. Fried foods like fried chicken, french fries, bacon, and that indulgent steak can be tough on your digestive system. While they're undeniably tasty, these greasy dishes are high in saturated fats, which can slow down the emptying of your stomach and leave you feeling bloated and uncomfortable. Ever had a meal that just seems to sit in your stomach for hours? That's the effect of these heavy foods. They can also trigger acid reflux or heartburn because the stomach has to produce extra acid to process all that fat. So while that plate of fried fish and chips may seem tempting, it could be causing that uncomfortable indigestion or keeping you up at night with heartburn. The good news is you don't have to give up your favorite flavors, just change the way you cook. Instead of frying, try baking or grilling your food. For a healthier twist on chicken, bake or air fry chicken tenders with a crispy whole grain coating. If you're craving fries, roast potato wedges with a little olive oil for a crunchy, less greasy option. When it comes to meats, opt for leaner cuts like chicken breast, turkey, or fish instead of fatty beef or pork. These lean proteins are not only gentler on your digestion, but are also great for your heart. With these simple swaps, you can still enjoy delicious meals that keep both your taste buds and your stomach happy. Number 2, dairy products. Lactose. Next on the list is a tough one for those who love their ice cream and lattes, dairy products, particularly those high in lactose. As we age, many of us become more lactose intolerant, meaning our bodies produce less of the enzyme, lactase, needed to digest lactose, the sugar found in milk. This can lead to uncomfortable symptoms like bloating, gas, and even diarrhea after consuming dairy foods like milk, cream, soft cheese, or ice cream. If you've ever felt uneasy after a bowl of cereal with milk or a delicious milkshake, lactose might be the cause. It's not that you suddenly dislike ice cream, it's just that your digestion might be struggling to process it. This is actually quite common as we get older, and our tolerance for lactose tends to decrease, causing discomfort after eating dairy. But don't worry, you don't have to completely give up dairy's nutritional benefits. There are plenty of lactose-free milk and dairy options available that provide the same calcium and protein, minus the digestive trouble. You can switch to lactose-free milk in your coffee or cereal, or try yogurt, which often contains helpful active cultures to aid in digestion, or hard cheeses like cheddar or Swiss, which tend to have less lactose than soft cheeses. And if you're a fan of plant-based milks, options like almond, soy, or oat milk can be great alternatives. Craving ice cream? Non-dairy varieties made from almond or coconut milk are just as creamy and satisfying. The key is finding ways to enjoy your favorite foods without upsetting your stomach. Your gut will thank you for making the switch. Number 3, spicy foods. Many people love adding a little heat to their meals. A bowl of chili or a spicy curry can really liven up the taste buds. But if you've noticed that spicy foods are starting to irritate your digestive system, you're not alone. Dishes packed with hot peppers, chili powder, or spices like cayenne can cause discomfort by aggravating your stomach lining and esophagus. For older adults, Spicy meals often lead to heartburn or indigestion more frequently than before. The compound capsaicin in chili peppers is a main culprit, as it can trigger that burning sensation in your chest by relaxing the valve that usually keeps stomach acid down. So, that fiery salsa or extra spicy curry might be leaving you with hours of discomfort. If you find yourself reaching for antacids after a spicy meal, it's your digestive system's way of saying, take it easy on the heat. But don't worry, you don't have to settle for bland food to avoid heartburn. There are plenty of milder, flavorful herbs and spices that can give your meals a delicious boost without the heat. Instead of loading up on chili powder or hot sauce, try seasoning with basil, oregano, rosemary, or thyme. These herbs add plenty of taste without the burn. Ginger and turmeric are also great options for a warm flavor that's kind to your digestion. Ginger is especially known for soothing the stomach. If you love peppers, consider switching to sweet bell peppers for the flavor without the fiery kick. And if you just can't resist a little spice, moderation is key. Maybe choose mild salsa over hot, or use a small pinch of cayenne rather than a whole teaspoon. By dialing back the heat, you can still enjoy flavorful meals without the afterburn. After all, the goal is for your food to spice up your life, not your esophagus. Number 4, caffeine, coffee, and strong tea. This one might be a tough pill to swallow if you're a fan of your morning coffee. Caffeine. Whether it's from coffee, strong tea, or even caffeinated sodas, caffeine can sometimes cause problems for an older digestive system. While caffeine is great for giving you an energy boost, it also acts as a stimulant for your gut. It can increase stomach acid production and speed up digestion, which may lead to cramping or urgency. Many older adults find that coffee, in particular, can trigger heartburn or make acid reflux GERD symptoms worse. This is because caffeine can relax the lower esophageal sphincter, the valve between your stomach and esophagus, allowing acid to splash up and cause discomfort. Caffeine can also be a diuretic, which may lead to slight dehydration if you're not careful, and that's not ideal for digestion or constipation. Plus, too much caffeine can leave you feeling jittery and interfere with your sleep, and poor sleep can slow down digestion. Your body just doesn't process caffeine as efficiently as it used to, so its effects can last longer and feel stronger as you get older. The good news is you don't have to give up your warm morning beverage or afternoon pick-me-up entirely. Consider switching to decaf coffee or tea, which still has great taste but much less caffeine and is gentler on your stomach. Herbal teas are another fantastic option. Chamomile, peppermint, if acid reflux isn't an issue, as it can sometimes irritate heartburn, or ginger tea can help soothe your stomach and promote digestion. If you miss that caffeine boost, try getting a natural energy lift from a short walk, or some light stretching physical activity can energize you and help with digestion too. And remember, moderation is key. If you can't give up caffeine completely, try reducing your intake. Maybe one small cup in the morning is just right, but skip the extra large refills. It's all about finding a balance that keeps you alert without upsetting your stomach. The goal is to feel energized, not like you're burning a hole in your stomach. Number 5, artificial sweeteners and sugar alcohols. Do you enjoy sugar-free candies, diet, sodas, or use artificial sweeteners in your coffee to cut down on sugar? Many people, especially those watching their blood sugar or trying to make healthier choices, turn to these options. But here's the catch. Artificial sweeteners, particularly sugar alcohols like sorbitol, mannitol, and xylitol, can cause digestive issues. These sweeteners are often found in sugar-free gum, candies, and diet drinks. While they help cut calories, they aren't fully absorbed by the body. Instead, they hang around in the gut and ferment, leading to bloating, gas, and even diarrhea for some. If you've ever eaten a few too many sugar-free chocolates and ended up with an upset stomach, you've experienced this firsthand. The issue is that these sweeteners can also draw water into your intestines, speeding up digestion and causing an urgent trip to the bathroom. So that guilt-free treat may not be as gentle on your stomach as it seems. Better alternatives? To satisfy your sweet tooth without the digestive discomfort, try turning to more natural options. Fruit is a great choice because it's sweet, packed with fiber, and full of vitamins. Try enjoying some berries or a fresh peach for dessert. If you need a sweetener for your coffee or tea, consider a small teaspoon of honey or real sugar in moderation. Yes, it's a few extra calories, but it might be kinder on your gut than a sugar alcohol. Another good option is stevia, a natural, zero-calorie sweetener made from a plant that usually doesn't cause digestive problems. And remember, moderation is key here. Gradually cutting back on sweetness in your diet can help reset your taste buds, and over time, you may find you don't crave as much sweetness. By reducing artificial sweeteners, you'll likely feel less bloated and more comfortable. It's a small change that can have big benefits for your digestion, and your tummy will thank you for it. Number 6. Beans and cruciferous veggies, gassy foods. Beans, the magical fruit. The more you eat, the more you toot. We've all heard the rhyme, and while it's fun, it's also pretty accurate. Beans and certain vegetables like broccoli, cabbage, cauliflower, and Brussels sprouts are packed with nutrients, fiber, and are great for your heart. However, they can be a bit tough on an older digestive system, especially if you're not used to them. These foods are high in complex fibers and certain carbs that can be hard for our bodies to fully break down. As a result, they tend to ferment in the gut, producing gas and leading to bloating and that uncomfortable gassy feeling. If you've ever felt extra gassy after a hearty bean soup or a big bowl of broccoli salad, you know exactly what we mean. That doesn't mean you should avoid these healthy foods altogether though, just that you might need to approach them differently. As we age, our digestive systems can become less tolerant of large amounts of fiber all at once, especially if we suddenly increase our intake. So, if you go from having little to no beans in your diet to a big plate of chili, your stomach is likely to protest. The good news is, there are ways to enjoy beans and veggies without the discomfort. For beans, try soaking dried beans overnight before cooking them. This can help reduce some of the gas-producing compounds. Starting with smaller portions and gradually increasing over time gives your digestive system time to adjust. Lentils and split peas are often easier on the stomach than larger beans, so they might be a good place to start. For cruciferous veggies like broccoli or cabbage, cooking them thoroughly can make them much easier to digest. Steaming, roasting, or boiling helps break down those tough fibers. You might find that cooked broccoli is gentler on your stomach than raw. You can also swap in other veggies that tend to cause less gas, like cooked carrots or zucchini instead of cauliflower. Spices like ginger, cumin, or bay leaves are also great additions when cooking beans, as they've traditionally been used to help reduce gas. And most importantly, listen to your body. Everyone's digestive system reacts differently. So if a particular bean or veggie constantly bothers you, it's okay to cut back and get those nutrients from other foods. There are always alternatives to help you stay healthy without the uncomfortable bloating. Number 7, alcoholic beverages. Finally, let's talk about alcohol. While it's not exactly a food, it's something many of us enjoy, and it can have a significant impact on digestion and overall health as we age. You might have noticed that you can't handle alcohol the way you used to in your 20s or 30s that evening. A glass of wine or whiskey might affect you more now. That's because as we get older, our tolerance for alcohol tends to decrease, and our bodies metabolize it more slowly. Alcohol can also irritate the lining of your stomach, leading to inflammation, gastritis, and making acid reflux symptoms worse. If you've ever felt that burning sensation in your stomach after a few drinks, you know exactly what we mean. For seniors, alcohol can interact with medications and contribute to dehydration, which in turn can cause constipation. Plus, we can't forget that drinking can affect balance and judgment, but sticking to digestion, alcohol is often a major culprit behind heartburn and upset stomachs. So, while an occasional drink might be fine for some individuals, always check with your doctor, especially if you're on medication. Frequent drinking can be hard on your digestive health. Better alternatives? If you enjoy a drink in the evening or at social events, consider trying non-alcoholic or low-alcohol options. There are plenty of non-alcoholic beers and wines available now that taste quite similar to their alcoholic counterparts, but without the side effects. You could also get creative with mocktails, for example. Sparkling water with a splash of cranberry juice and a lime wedge makes for a festive, flavorful drink without upsetting your stomach. Another option is to dilute your alcoholic drinks if you love wine. Mix it with club soda to make a spritzer, reducing the alcohol per glass. And always remember to drink plenty of water alongside any alcoholic beverage to stay hydrated. Many people find they can still enjoy the social side of drinking without consuming much alcohol. By cutting back or eliminating alcohol, you'll likely sleep better, have fewer digestive issues, and might even notice improvements in your energy and mood. Your digestive system will thank you when you swap that nightcap for a soothing cup of herbal tea or a refreshing glass of lemon water. The goal is to keep you and your stomach feeling good the next morning. We've covered a lot today, from fried foods to sodas and even milkshakes to margaritas. It might feel overwhelming to make changes, but remember, small adjustments can lead to big improvements in how you feel. By avoiding or limiting trigger foods, you're giving your digestive system a break and preventing discomfort. Everyone's different, so pay attention to your body's signals and tailor your diet accordingly. Don't forget to stay hydrated, eat fiber-rich foods, and stay active. With the right choices, your digestive system can stay in great shape as you age. Here's to feeling your best and enjoying life. Thank you so much for watching and listening. We hope these tips were helpful and shared with the care and warmth you deserve. If you found something new today, please give this video a thumbs up. It really helps us out. And if you haven't yet, be sure to subscribe for more easy to understand senior health tips. We'd love to hear from you in the comments. Have you noticed any foods that upset your digestion? Or do you have any favorite alternatives or recipes? Let's support each other. The goal is to feel your best and enjoy life to the fullest. Here's to good health and happy digestion. See you next time.